This is my second Speaker Truth Project event that I've spoken out at. And this is the first space and first time that I'm actually going to be saying the majority of this. I have had a lot of silent struggles, and I've only told my mom, my boyfriend, and that's it, because I felt like, well, my coworkers, they're not going to view me the same if they knew my history, right? My other friends, they're going to think something's wrong with me if I tell them what actually happened. So I'm putting myself out there a little bit tonight, but this is one of those spaces where I feel like I'm safe and I'll be heard. So now, as my heart is beating out of my chest, we will begin. My name is Carrie Shank, and I'm a very proud public educator. In addition to that, I am one of the co-directors for the Elkhart County Coalition for Public Education, where I use that as a channel to fight for kids, every single child in Elkhart County. I have been teaching for about 10 years, and I've been advocating for bully prevention, bullying awareness, and mental health for about 15. I started my platform when I was in college. So a little bit of background. This is where we get into a lot of the dark, the shadows, the things that have been buried. When I was in middle school, I was sexually harassed by a boy who I was head over heels for. He took advantage of that. He put me in a very uncomfortable place that I didn't realize was bad until I was an adult, which is even worse. In high school, I was mentally tormented and cyberbullied by someone who I trusted as my best friend. My mental health broke further as I entered college. About my third year, I was admitted into a mental hospital for suicidal thoughts and intentions on my brother's birthday. That was hard, because those white walls, those closed doors, it shakes you. I was paralyzed with fear, anxiety, depression, and my lack of faith for humankind. I fought through the rest of my college, and I made myself extremely proud. Immediately after graduating, like any other early career educator, I wanted to change the world. Right? I wanted to go in the classroom and make waves and be this amazing person. I made it my purpose to create a safe space for every single student that entered my classroom, especially the ones who didn't fit in with the norm. I was one of those kids. I like to put on a face and you're like, oh yeah, no, I like these things too, but I really didn't, and I was hurt trying to force myself into this mold. So now being on the other side of the equation, I've gotten rid of those molds. I accept kids where they're at, and I love them for it, because I wanted to be that weird teacher that everyone felt comfortable with. My thing is, if I set the weirdness here, and if they're here, then they're fine, they're good. Exactly. As students walked in and out of my classroom, I would save a special place in my heart for them. And I've kind of come up with this name, my forever students. So if I've ever taught a child, whether it be for a month, a year, 7 years, you will forever be my forever student. In March 2022, a new fear that I never thought was possible shattered my world. I lost one of my forever students. How could this even be possible? There are counselors, principals, other educators who should have done something. They should have seen the red flags. She was young and had so much more to give to this world. Instead of turning this shock into hatred and letting it fester, I turned it into fuel. Fuel to be the change that I wished I could see in this broken system. No more sitting and yelling at the TV screen or complaining and moaning and saying, well, they should just do this, this, and this. I am being that change. Our public schools are failing our children, which is our future as a community. With the recent budget cuts to education funding and resources, as an educator myself, I am drowning. Here are the facts. Public education and public educators are drowning in requirements put forth by the state. Exhaustion by having to work multiple jobs just to pay basic bills. Basic bills. We're talking full-time teachers, licensed professionals, having to work 2-3 jobs. And the stress of the unknown for the children that they teach and love and nurture every single day. We as professionals cannot do our job properly, and our job is to grow the whole child. Emotionally, mentally, and physically. Every child on this earth deserves this and so much more. So much more. And so what I do is I fight. I fight for every student in every school, in every socioeconomic status, of every race, of every gender, of every IQ level, in any and every emotional state. I fight for children every day. Thank you.